On this side, please.
Here we have Stephanie from Connecticut, or Coconut, as I say.
Telling a joke.
Telling a joke.
By Brendan Grace, who's an Irish comedian.
The one about the
Yes!
skulls. It's a long joke.
It's a long joke. Do you have batteries?
Okay, yes, I have. But how long?
It's this long.
Okay.
Okay, alright, so this American guy, he's going to Ireland for the first time. And he gets off the airplane in Shannon, which is where the airport is on the west coast of Ireland. And he gets off the airplane and it's one of those old ones, so you like step down the stairs onto the platform, whatever it is. And there's this guy and he has a table laid out. And he says, and on the table are all these skulls. And so
Yes, you are here.
The American guy, he goes up to him and he says, "What are you doing here?" And the old man, the old Irish man says, "I'm selling skulls." And the American guy says, "You're selling skulls? Huh, well that's interesting. What skulls do you have here?" And so the Irish guy, he lists all these skulls of, you know, some politicians and famous people and stuff, and then he gets to one at the very end of his table and he says, "And this here is the skull of St. Patrick." And so the American guy says, "Skull of St. Patrick?" He says, I've got to buy this. I mean, is this really the skull of St. Patrick?" And he says, "Yeah, it's the skull of St. Patrick." So the American guy, you know, reaches into his big, deep American pockets and he says, "Alright, I'm gonna buy it." So he buys it from the old man and goes on his travels in Ireland, feeling very proud of having the skull of St. Patrick. And goes home and everything, and he comes back to Ireland and thinks it's such a beautiful country, he decides to come back 5 years later. And he does, and he gets off in the airport in Shannon, and when he gets off, there's a little old man with a table there full of skulls. And the American comes up to him and he says, "What are you doing here?" And the Irish guy says, "Oh, me? I'm selling skulls." And the American man says, "You're selling skulls, well, I can see that. You were here 5 years ago when I was here. So what skulls do you have for me today?" And the Irish guy says, "I have here the skull of Roddy Doyle, the skull of," and all these Irish politicians and stuff. And he gets to the one at the end and he says, "And this here is the skull of St. Patrick." And the American guy says, "Now wait a second. You sold me the skull of St. Patrick 5 years ago when I came to visit Ireland. What are you trying to tell me here?" And the Irishman says, "Ah, yes. Now, this is the skull of St. Patrick as a man, and that was the skull of St. Patrick as a boy." And that's the end of my joke.
Good.
Thanks for the laughter, man.
You might want to add. Go for it.
Cool.
Nice. Go for it.
Cool.
Nice. Go for it.
Cool.